Good morning, and I'm going to be reading this morning from the book of Romans, starting at chapter 8, and we'll start reading at verse 1. It says, "There is therefore now no condemnation to those which are in Yahushua HaMashiach, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For the law of the Spirit of life in Yahushua HaMashiach has made me free from the law of sin and death. What the law could not do," and actually the better translation of the word law here should be the word Torah. And so let me read it that way. "For what the Torah could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God," or Yahuwah, "sending his own Son in the flesh, condemned sin in the flesh, that the righteousness of the Torah might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit," or the Hebrew word is ruach, after the ruach. "For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahuwah, for it is not subject to the Torah of Yahuwah, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahuwah." And we know from our readings in the book of Romans chapter 11, verse 6, Paul said that without faith, it's impossible to please him. And the thing that pleases Yahuwah is our faith and trust in him. It's not by works of righteousness which we have done, but it's according to his mercy. And it's your faith that causes you to be justified before Yahuwah. Now I'm talking about I'm talking about the faith in the promises of Yahuwah, declaring that for those that would believe on the Messiah, believe that he died and rose again for your justification, that you're a sinner and that you're in need of a Savior. And the only way of salvation is to recognize that Yahushua is the way, the truth, and the life. And as he declared, no man comes to the Father except through him. And it's based upon your faith and belief in the promises of Yahuwah that causes you to be justified and declared righteous. As we just read here in Romans chapter 8, that that man could not be justified by the works of the Torah, and the reason he could not be is because of the weakness of the flesh. Because the weakness of the flesh, there was no way that mankind would be able to keep not just the 10 commandments, but all 613 commandments that are listed throughout the scriptures as far as what Yahuwah was requiring of mankind. But we understand that the law, or the Torah, was our schoolmaster to bring us to the Messiah. In other words, the purpose of the law was to condemn you, to bring you to it. And in fact, Paul even made reference to this in the book of Corinthians, in that the law, or the Torah, is a ministration of condemnation. Its purpose was to bring you under condemnation and guilt because you were unable to keep it. And because of your inability to keep it, then you would recognize and understand that you needed a Savior. And that's the purpose of the Torah, of the law, is to bring you to an understanding of your need for salvation and to look to the Messiah. Paul wrote this in Galatians chapter 3. He talked about the fact is that the law was our schoolmaster, or the Torah was our schoolmaster, to bring us to the Mashiach, to the Messiah. I hope this helps you. We're going to continue along this line on our next session. So please share this with others. Thank you for those that have subscribed to my channel, and please encourage others to do so. And then until next time, shalom.